Ball inside. And, well, they're going to call that. Looked like the ball bounced up and hit Coach Cindy Sessions is going to argue. And Sylvia Hebert, the home plate umpire, is going to check with Terry Hicks, the first base umpire, and Joseph Ayos, the third base ump. That ball obviously popped up and hit something on the way down. And they're going to let the play stand. And as it is, it's a 2-3. Sturrock is out.
Left fielder, Stephanie Bailey.
And Pearman advances. So Coach Sessions obviously wanting a foul ball call, but kind of works to the advantage of Alto regardless as they advance the runner. Pearman now at second base. And Easter does a fine job of stopping that ball and not allowing Pearman to advance to third. 2 away for Stephanie Bailey. A 176 hitter entering the tournament. Knocks one to shortstop Lauren Arthur. Over to Snow. Out number 3. So Alto unable to cash in with a 1-out single. And we have 2 complete in the books in the 2A state championship game of Texas for year 2000. 1-0. Troy leads after 2.
1 hit, no errors, and 1 left.
There's what it looks like officially through 2. To the top of the third we go. Hannah Snow, the leadoff batter for Troy, who watched the first pitch she saw and slapped it down the third base line for a double. She ended up scoring on a throwing error by the catcher, Bruton. Nice changeup by Lyles. 2 balls and a strike. Coach Shannon Cottle offering some encouragement to her first baseman, Hannah Snow. Another changeup. Snow had to halt that bat about mid-swing, and then before finishing up her cut, evens the count at 2-2. That's popped up. It's going to be out of play. And a shared effort there on the foul ball snag. And they still don't know who caught it. There you see up at the left of your screen, Brittany Thacker, the third baseman of Alto, hugging that line a little bit more. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 4 for Allison Lyles.
Left fielder, Lori Wolf.
So Lori Wolf, the lone senior of the Troy starting lineup. Back at the plate, she advanced on an error from the catcher, Bruton, that came off a bunt. She laid down in front of home plate and ultimately scored Snow with the first and only run of this game thus far. Popped up towards Larissa King. She has out number 2. And the Alto defense looking sharp.
Catcher, Stephanie Easter.
Since that first error on the second batter of the game. Allison Lyles has now retired 7 consecutive batters. Called a strike inside by home plate umpire Sylvia Hebert. Just nipped the inside of the plate, so Lyles ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Drop and snag by Thacker at third. Well, again, that Alto defense is certainly stiffened up, and Thacker had taken a couple of strides closer towards that third base line and right in position to make that play there. After 2.5, it's still a 1-0 lead for Troy. To the bottom of the second inning we go, and we'll finally catch a glimpse of the elder stateswoman of the Alto Yellow Jackets, the lone senior in a lineup full of sophomores, Larissa King, the second baseman. Already had some action defensively, but her first trip to the plate as Alto brings their number 8, 9, and 1 hitters to the plate
Second baseman,
here in the
Larissa
bottom of the
King,
third inning. King, a .338 hitter in the number 8 hole. Oh for 2 in the semifinal victory with a walk. And Megan Brown wheels and deals and misses high and away. That 2 misses high, but called for a strike. Shot towards Holly Crothers. She fields it in play and makes a nice throw. Had the opportunity to let that ball go and be foul, but decided to field it, had to make a quick throw, and a nice dig by Snow over at first. 5-3, and there's 1 down in the third. Rhonda Williams, the number 9 hitter,
Shortstop, Rhonda Williams.
gets her first crack at the plate. Well, Alto was able to string together 6 runs in the semifinal victory with only 5 hits, so they find ways to manufacture runs with whatever runners they do put on base. And Stephanie Easter nearly making a fine play off a little foul tip from Williams. At least enough to garner a rather robust applause from the crowd, and a healthy crowd this is. I'm not sure what the Texas Longhorns put in this place, but I would call this near capacity, as there are plenty of people standing in the aisles. And this is not normally the where you get that mix of a crowd of the what would be the 3A championship game of their crowd filtering in early. There's a lot of gold and maroon in the stands right now. Time is called by home plate umpire Sylvia Hebert. Looks like she herself had something in her eye. There you see down the Troy side of the field. And it's equally full down the other side. Williams checks her swings. Runs the count to 3 balls and a strike. We have yet to see a walk in this game. Only 3 base hits, and 2 runners have advanced by an error. That ball hits the outside corner, runs the count full. Kara Ball awaits on deck for Alto as they go back to the top of the lineup. But first, a 3-2 pitch for Megan Brown. Slap towards Lauren Arthur at short, over to Snow. There's 2 away. So the Yellow Jackets go back to the top of the
Center
lineup.
fielder, Kara Ball.
Ball advanced on an error that actually fielded cleanly by Holly Crothers at third, but Hannah Snow unable to come up with the ball at first. And Ball was eventually gunned down at second base by Stephanie Easter, the catcher, on what was actually a missed bunt. Ball kind of caught in no man's land out in second base. No balls and a strike. Brown again, as she has done to so many of Ball's teammates, getting her to chase a ball down in the dirt. No balls and 2 strikes. That ball's foul. Troy knocked off a valiant opponent in Coahoma in the semifinal round. Coahoma making their 4th appearance to the state tournament in the last 5 years. They won the state championship in '98. Of course, runners-up to Alto last year. Troy disposing of them in 9 innings. A ball and 2 strikes to Allison Lyles. In a pitcher-to-pitcher face-off. It's one down to Holly Crothers. Nice scoop by Snow, and the inning is retired. Holly Crothers making a couple of nice plays down the third base line, and 3 complete are in the books. 1-0 Troy.
Third, no runs, no hit.
And as we pull out of that shot, you'll see the flags again with a little brisk breeze blowing directly in from center
Second
field.
baseman, Kaylee Shulock.
As Troy comes to the plate with their numbers 4, 5, and 6 batters. And now we have Coach Shannon Cottle discussing with the home plate umpire Sylvia Hebert. And now with third base umpire Joe Ceballos. Looks like they might be discussing the photographers down the third base line. At least Coach Cottle pointing and motioning down the line. There is a sectioned off square just past third base to the left of your screen. Right over there where you see the man in the white shirt standing. That's a sectioned off area for photographers. But the red square denoting that that is officially out of play. And so Katie Shulock, the leadoff batter of the 4th inning, fouls off her first pitch. Lines one into left field for a base hit. Base hit number 3 for Troy. All of which have been ripped down the left field line. A lot of Troy pulling the ball down the line, and we're going to have a courtesy runner. A courtesy runner at first base. It's going to be Amanda Garcia.
Amanda Garcia is running at first for Kaylee Shulock. Shortstop, Lauren Arthur, the batter.
Now Lauren Arthur at the plate with one aboard and no outs. Troy attempting to extend the 1-0 lead. Arthur had one of the other base hits in this game. A first inning single to left, but was left stranded. Arthur checks her swing, runs the count to 2 balls and no strikes. That ball is popped up and out of play for Keisha Bruton. That misses outside and runs the count even, or actually to 3 balls and a strike. Again, one thing we haven't seen yet is a walk. That'll run the count full. Maria Pugliese awaits on deck. Fielded by Williams. Over to first, not in time. A long way to go for both Brittany Thacker at third and Rhonda Williams at short. Williams able to come up with it.
The right fielder, Maria Pugliese.
But Arthur legs it out. An infield single for her. 2 aboard. Still no outs for the number 6 hole hitter, Maria Pugliese. Strikeout victim who closed out the first inning. Misses on the bunt. Well, a big moment of this game early on. The defending state champs of Class 2A already down 1-0, have a couple of runners on and no outs. A swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Pugliese stays alive. Cottle's instructions down the third base line. Her, instead of giving hand signals of bunt or steal or take, is just putting her hams out in a calming mode. Ooh, Pugliese swung at ball 1 up at about the bill of her helmet, but luckily able to foul it out and no harm done. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 5 for Allison Lyles. So now 1 away for Alyssa Miller. Lyles offering that high pitch and getting Pugliese to chase after really 2 times. Able to foul 1 off, but now 1 away with 2 aboard for Miller. Fouled out of play. And another error in the stands. We've seen a few of these today. These guys apparently haven't got their game face on yet. It's still pretty early on. Ball lifted down the first base line and hits the net foul. So Lyles again ahead of her batter, which she's done throughout the game. No balls and 2 strikes. Just misses outside. And a changeup misses outside, evening the count at 2-2. Megan Brown on deck. Should this rally stay alive? Called strike 3, hit the outside corner. Strikeout number 6 for Allison Lyles. Well, Troy, the Trojanettes trying not to miss out on a golden opportunity. They put their first 2 runners aboard with no outs and trying to get something out of it. But will Allison Lyles rise instead? Misses with 2 straight pitches inside. Megan Brown popped out to the catcher, Keisha Bruton, in the 2nd inning. And a 3-0 count to Brown. Misses high, walks to load the bases. So just when it looked like Allison Lyles was going to help her bail herself out of this inning, we're going to get another courtesy runner at first base. That's Joanna Ellis.
Joanna Ellis will be running for Megan Brown.
Ellis now the runner at first.
Holly Carruthers there.
And Holly Carruthers, the number 9 hole hitter, at the plate with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And Joe Ceballos, the third base umpire, calling time. And it's got the umps looking around the outfield, or around the bleachers. Well, we can only guess what this interruption is could be about. And it looks like one of the umpires may want to single out one of the fans. And that is Peter Contreras of the University Interscholastic League scolding someone in the stands. Looks like someone may have had one of those little laser pens. But someone just punched their ticket out of the stadium, it looks like. And, yeah, the fan has been ejected for what appears to be holding a pen light, one of those laser lights, to the pitcher, Allison Lyles. Of course, the third base umpire, Joe Ceballos, sits standing on the outfield grass. So, able to spot somebody up to no good. A ball and a strike with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Two balls and a strike to Holly Carruthers. Misses high, ball 3. Top of the 4th inning, Troy leading 1-0. But trying to cash in on a golden opportunity. They put 2 aboard with no outs. Now they load the bases with 2. The 3-1 pitch. Misses and a run is walked home. After back-to-back strikeouts, Allison Lyles puts together back-to-back walks that brings one home, and the threat is not over as they go back to the top of the lineup. And Hannah Snow up for the bases loaded. A 2-0 lead for the Trojanettes. And Lyles will get some encouragement from Cindy Sessions, the Alto coach.
First baseman, Hannah Snow, the batter.
And Troy with an opportunity to make this a huge inning. The wind has died down for the moment. Ripped down to third baseline, fielded by Thacker. She touches third, and Alto gets out of it. Could have been a lot of damage, but only 1 run comes across. A 2-0 lead for the Troy Trojanettes over the defending state champs of Class 2A. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. There's the attractive crowd on hand here at Red and Charlene McCombs Stadium near the campus of the University of Texas. Of course, home to the Texas Longhorns softball team. 4th place finish in the Big 12 Conference regular season race and advanced to the NCAA playoffs. Lost in the first round to Cal State Fullerton, but able to notch a 2nd round win over Baltimore.
Allison Lyles, the batter.
Maryland, Baltimore County, the Retrievers of Maryland, Baltimore County. So they advanced to 3rd round play as we play here on May 20th of 2000. So to the bottom of the 4th inning we go. Allison Lyles, or rather, yes, Lyles, the pitcher, at the plate. A strikeout victim in the 1st inning. Megan Brown gets her fishing at strike 2. Brown got 2 strikeouts in the 1st inning, but looking for her first strikeout since then. Misses outside. Defense has done the work the last couple of innings, mainly on the part of Lauren Arthur at 3rd and Holly Carruthers at 3rd. A ball and 2 strikes. And time again called by Sylvia Hebert, the home plate umpire. Just got a piece of it and stays alive. Swung on and missed by Lyles. So strikeout number 3 for Brown starts off the 4th inning. Brown now staked to a 2-0 lead.
Catcher, Keisha Bruton, the batter.
So Keisha Bruton, the Alto catcher, a strikeout victim as well in the 1st inning. Takes outside.